Well, folks, I think I just made one of my favorite paintings ever. There she is. Oh, this one was inspired by the lilac trees that are at the farm. We honestly don't even know how long they've been there. They've been there since before my dad owned the farm. But every year when the spring breeze comes along, it is this amazing nostalgic smell for my childhood. That I just have had in my mind to do a piece that captures that in the color and the scent and the experience of them for quite some time. So I'm just super happy about this one, and I'm so excited for you guys to check it out. Stick around, watch it come to life. So first, a little bit about the pouring technique that I'm using and the color scheme that I chose for this piece. I am doing one of my favorite signature styles here in this piece called a tree ring pour, or at least that's what I call it. So I start by layering the cups from light to dark colors, light colors in the bottom of the cup all the way up to the dark colors at the top. And for the colors I chose for this lilac piece, obviously I wanted lilac to be a prominent color, but I also wanted balance within this piece as well. So I chose obviously some of the greens to bring in the greenery of the trees, and then I also chose some lighter colors, some really soft pink hues and creams, and even a little smidge of white, just to bring in some of the sunlight that filters through the trees in those afternoon golden hours that I love so much. Now, these lilac trees on our farm are absolutely massive. They have been there for at least 50 years. They've been there as long as my dad has owned the farm, so we honestly really aren't quite sure exactly how old they are. And they are located just next to my horse barn. It's one of my favorite times of year to go out and do horse chores in the evenings when that spring breeze is flowing through, and honestly, like the whole entire barn starts to smell like lilacs. Nature's air freshener, I guess, if you'd call it that. I'd say lilacs are one of my favorite flowers, mostly because it's such a nostalgic smell for me. Having grown up with these trees and having them be such a big part of my childhood, looking forward to them blooming every spring, picking bouquets of flowers for my mom and grandma and bringing them into the house. They have left an imprint on my brain and my memory that no matter where I am, I smell a lilac and I immediately think of the farm and home. Things like these lilacs on our farm are more than just flowers. They're living markers of time. These were planted by a generation that came before ours. They bloom year after year and quietly witness all of the seasons and the stories unfold around them. And maybe other farming families and people in agriculture can also relate to this, where there are things on farms that have been there for decades, sometimes like these. We don't know exactly how long they've been there, but they are a piece of the history and of the land that leave impressions on generations and across generations. So if you are in agriculture or have loved and worked the land, and you also have some of these types of things in your life, I would love to hear more about them. Drop those stories in the comments and let's share them together. So as I was finishing up this piece, obviously I started to get really excited about what this was turning out to be, because I think I was super happy, one, with the composition of it and the balance of the colors. But just looking at this, I think the instant recognition of the lilacs from our farm is something that made my heart swell and brought, honestly, tears to my eyes. So I hope you enjoy it just as much. And if you would like to see more of these types of videos and hear more stories about farm life and the fluid art that I create that is inspired by it, please be sure to give my channel a follow. And I hope to see you here again soon.